Webheads, guess what? That's what. So cheesy. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, always helping you make decisions of what comic books to buy. And today, guys, I'm bringing you my top 10 most anticipated comics for July 14th, 2021. That's right, guys, it's never too early to start that pull list for next week. And like I said earlier, hopefully this list helps you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And before we get started, guys, just wanted to let you know my Road to 10K X-Men giveaway is still going on. I'm super close to 10K. I think I'm less than 100 subscribers now, so it's not too late to enter in that giveaway. All you're going to have to do is make a comment at some point during this video, and once I reach 10K, I'm going to pick a video so someone can win some of these X-Men prizes. So guys, thank you so much. All right, so let's get started with this top 10 most anticipated, kicking it off with The Hot Seat. That's right, guys. The Hot Seat is not a book that I'm necessarily most excited about, but it is on my radar and it does pique, my interest here. Will I go through and pull the trigger and pick it up? We'll find out on that comic book day. But the first one we're going to be talking about is Ninjak issue 1. That's right, Ninjak is back from Valiant Comics. I did read a Ninjak series in the past and I thought it was really good. I just don't remember which run it was, but I remember the artwork was gorgeous and the storytelling was phenomenal. So I might sit there and say, let's give it a try again. I could like it. The team on this is Jeff Parker and Javier Pulido, and it just says that Ninjak is going to be going against a whole bunch of enemies, and this is going to be an action-packed ride. So that's my notes on this book. It's 32 pages. It's $4. If there's good artwork, I could definitely pick that up because you want a ninja book that's got great details with some, gory action, fighting scenes and stuff like that, right? So we'll see what happens. All right. Next is the book that's on the rise, and I feel like this book is a little bit underrated, and I feel like now the story can start picking up again, and this is Spider-Woman. This is issue 13. I love Jessica Drew. I think she's a great character, and now she's gotten back to basics. She's wearing her original costume once again, and she had a family. She has a son, and she had a fiance or boyfriend that was going to propose, which was Porcupine, and he left her in the last issue because she's not paying attention to him, which I thought was crazy. All she's thinking about is crime fighting and not teaming up with him and not paying attention to him, and all of a sudden he just left. So I love the family dynamic of this book, which makes it really good, but not only is that kind of cool, but the action scenes, the fighting scenes, and the artwork is so great in this book, and that's why I feel it's really underrated. So I want to know in the comments below, how many of you guys are actually reading this book? And if you're not, I think you should. I think you can still jump on and get the gist of what's happening in this series right now. And Jessica Drew is going to be doing battle against Lady Bullseye in this issue. So that seems like it's going to be a lot of fun. If you're paying attention to legacy numbering, it's legacy numbering issue 108. This is 28 pages, and this is $4. All right, so now we move on to number 10. And number 10, once again, on my radar here is the Silver Coin. This is issue 4. I like the Silver Coin issue 1. I wasn't a fan of issue 2. For some reason, I didn't read issue 3. Issue 4, I think this one is done by Jeff Lemire. So that's why I'm picking this particular story up. And this is set into the future, this story, in the year 2467. And so I don't know. It's about this new civilization that's been, the old civilization has been buried under the new civilization. And it looks like there's going to be a bunch of scavengers, and I think maybe they find the coin, and what happens with the coin from that point, I don't know. All I know is that Jeff Lemire is a great writer. I love his original stories, so I'm going to give this one a try, and this book is $3.99. All right, next, moving on to number 9. This goes to Iron Man issue 10. Now, I liked Iron Man. this has been dropping, though, on my list because this Korvac story has taken a long time to tell. And we've gotten the origin story of Korvac, and now Iron Man's disappeared into a different land. Well, now in this particular issue, we're going to find out what happened to Iron Man, where he's at, the people that he's going to be interacting with, because right now he's in a different world where somehow he vanished off to. He's not battling Korvac at the moment. His sidekicks are like Patsy Walker and Scarlet Spider and was it Frogman and all those other people. And now Iron Man's on his own. So we're going to see what's going on with this, what characters will be introduced, if they're new, if they're old. It's still yet to be determined. Legacy numbering is 635, 28 pages, and this one is $4. All right, guys, so moving on to number 8, we go on to the War of Bounty Hunters issue 2. Now, I thought the issue 0 of War of the Bounty Hunters was phenomenally done. The artwork was gorgeous. Issue 1 was okay for me. It did not blow me out of the water. I thought it was all right. And now we find out that not only is Han Solo's carbonite very valuable, but obviously Boba Fett is very valuable as well, because now all the bounty hunters are after him because of the Han Solo carbonite. So he's just as valuable as Han Solo is. So the only person now that he can go to for help is actually Dr. Aphra. So interesting there. But I want to know in the comments below here, how many of you guys are really enjoying the War of the Bounty Hunters? Are you reading those crossover titles, or are you just reading the main event, or are you just not reading it altogether? So let me know. 28 pages, $4. All right, next we move on to number 7, and this one goes to Batman Detective Comics, issue 1039, The Neighborhood, part 6, The Vile Truth. So it looks like Batman is still doing battle against Mr. Worth, who blames, I guess, Batman or Bruce or whatever for the murder of his daughter, which I currently did not read 1038. I still have it on my pile to read because I was on vacation. And it's been an okay series. I like how the Huntress is involved and everything. I think the artwork is actually really good. I just feel like the story is a little bit drawn out, but it's been a solid read. So we'll see what happens with the conclusion to this story arc. This one's 40 pages, and this one is $5. All right, next we move on to number 6. And number 6 is Spider-Man Spider Shadow. This is issue 4. Obviously, it's the story of what if Peter Parker became Venom. Now, this story has been really well done, done by Chip Zdarsky, and it's pretty cool to see that Peter has got the symbiote off of him at this point, as he was doing all kinds of battle, and he could be killing people left and right and whatnot. And I thought that was kind of neat. But then at the end of the last issue, we wound up seeing Reed Richards, I guess, in possession of a symbiote, and like he's a Venom now because he was the one studying the original piece and whatnot, and now he's become this thing. So this is the penultimate issue. It ends in issue 5. Good story. Solid artwork. Can't wait to see how this whole thing concludes as we get closer to the ending. All right, next, moving on to number 5. We have Extreme Carnage Scream issue 1. So we have the we have the Extreme Carnage event that is going on, and now we're going to get all the little side titles that have to do with the different symbiotes. And so we'll get to learn a little about Andy Benton here, about how she can save her symbiote. Obviously, it's been through a lot since the whole King in Black storyline has been going on. So I'm interested. It definitely piques my interest. Any Spider-Man symbiote Venom story, right? It always, piques the interest, as I'm a huge fan. I'm a sucker for those stories. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it's good storytelling. 28 pages, $4. Next, moving on to number 4, we have Thor issue 15. So the whole Donald Blake story is over, and we get to see kind of the ramifications of it all. And this starts a new story arc. So if you're looking to jump on Thor, if you haven't yet, I guess this is the time to do it, right? So we'll see what happens with this one. We have a guest artist on this. We have Miguel Bandini. So I guess this is the artist that did King in Black from The Amazing Spider-Man. So we are getting a different artwork for this particular book. We'll see what this story offers. Like I said, legacy numbering 741, 28 pages, $4. All right, so next we move on to the top 3, guys. And my number 3 is Bunny Mask. This is issue 2. This first issue totally blew me away. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was, and it's a horror mystery, right? You get this guy who was supposed to be investigator to check on on this girl that was being, I guess, held captive by her dad, and she was like digging tunnels, and this weird dad like saw things and was talking to certain people under the cave. And what happens is they wound up saving the girl. And there was also this girl under the cave with a bunny mask, right? Weird stuff, I'm telling you right now. And we find out that years later that the guy that was trapped in the cave, he survived, and he comes across the girl that he saved in the first issue, and they have to get caught up. And it was led with a huge twist at the end of it, and I was just like, wow, this book really has my attention right now. So if you still can or somehow find issue 1 of Bunny Mask, definitely read it. It was wild, weird, original, and the artwork was a little, horrific. Definitely pick this one up. This is 32 pages, $5, guys. You won't be disappointed. All right, next, coming in at number 2, we have The Joker. This is issue 5. So this series has been great, right? The story of Commissioner Gordon trying to capture the Joker, and everybody else has been after the Joker as well. So I'm really looking forward to how this whole thing is going to wrap up. I think this is 6 issues. We got introduced to Bane's daughter, another family. We got the girl that's Court of the Owls, Cressida, I think her name, or Cressida. A lot of things going on, a lot of moving pieces in this. Commissioner Gordon knows that Barbara is his daughter, or Batgirl is his daughter. So there's just a lot of things going on here that was revealed to you. Great overall series, beautiful artwork, 40 pages, $6. Don't forget about it. All right, and last but not least, my number 1 most anticipated book for July 14th, 2021 goes to Sinister War. This is issue 1. Dr. Octopus is back and the Sinister War has begun. So it looks like there's going to be all these different Spider-Man villains going against each other to battle Spider-Man. In the pages of Amazing Spider-Man, you've seen Dr. Octopus recruit his Sinister Six once again through, which looks like, obviously, Kindred, right? So we've got to see him recruit Sandman. Electro is back. Somehow they brought him back to life, which I thought is pretty cool. Kraven the Hunter, and then it looks like we're going to get Doc Connors. So we're getting all the original characters back, which is really exciting. Then you're going to get Vulture. You're going to get all these other guys and the other Sinister Syndicate or whatever they are. Anyway, I think this is the story that I've been waiting for from Nick Spencer the entire time he has been writing Spider-Man, because we have not seen these characters. So he comes up with a story here and says, all right, if you guys, longtime readers of Spider-Man, miss these characters, well, you're going to get them in this story. And this is the Spider-Man story I've been waiting for, so I'm super excited about this. And this is going to be great. This is 36 pages, $5. Definitely my most anticipated of the week. So there you guys have it. Hopefully you enjoyed my top 10 most anticipated list as I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, coming from vacation. I'm stumbling through my words, but I made it through. And guys, if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell. I'll leave you more content right here to click on. And until next time, guys, I enjoy these videos, and see you soon. Bye.